Hello and welcome to this week's Monkey Nut Punch podcast, and normal operations have resumed. I'm hoping my fucking audio does not die 5 minutes into the podcast, because if it does, I'm just going to start punching things. But on the bright side, you're not going to hear it.
Sorry. Sorry. That was quite funny.
It's true. Hi Keith.
Hi.
Had to sit backstage last week. Wasn't happy.
Yeah, I think people realised that you were the Bolshi AI.
Yeah.
this AI's got a bit of attitude.
God, good job I wasn't AI. Fucking you'd be the Skynet by the time we finish the podcast. You know, don't you?
Yes.
What caused the AI apocalypse? Well, back when you...
Keith couldn't remember the fucking names.
Yeah.
Anyway, hi. So what have you been watching this week then?
What have I been watching this week? I watched an episode of Star Trek. I put it in the notes. I need to talk about Predator Badlands too, because I watched that. But I watched an episode of Deep Space Nine, and I just put on one randomly because I was trying to find the next two-parter thing. But it's called, crikey, what was it called? It's called, let me see, Looking for Parmark in All the Wrong Places.
I love this one.
Or as I like to call it, the one where Julian Bashir doesn't get laid, but everyone else does. And I found it really funny. I found it so funny. You had the Cyrano de Bergerac thing going on with Worf and Quark, and there were some other bits there too. But it was really entertaining, and it was one of those ones because for some reason Paramount Plus put it on twice, so I thought it was a two-parter. So I'll watch that. It's the next two-parter, and then it was like, nah, that's not the two-parter. But
no, but it's a great one. Is that the one with Wayum? Is it where? Which one is it? Which one is it?
It's the one where Quark's ex-wife comes back to the station.
That's the one with the Klingon.
The
Klingon. Yeah, and he can't understand how.
So Quark. No, I'm going to save it.
Yeah, no, we'll talk about it because I know exactly the one you're talking about now, and I love that one as well. There's a couple that are similar, and I couldn't remember the title, but now I know the one you mean, and yeah, it's great. I watched a 4-part thing about the killing of a president that was forgotten. That was quite interesting. It had the original geezer from Spooks in it, playing a nut job that eventually ends up assassinating a president that actually was the one that created the Supreme Court, and actually did quite a lot of good in the 3 months that he was a president. And the vice president, who was completely unfit to be a vice president, ended up serving a single term and did some good things. It was an interesting thing. It was 4-part series on Netflix, just random, but it was really good. So I watched that. And then I just loads of random shit this week, and then Briss. Briss. So I'm looking forward to chatting to you about that. I actually have seen Tulsa King, but we can talk about last week's episode. And we can save this episode and the season final to next week.
Okay, we'll do that. And I need to talk about Predator Badlands because I watched Predator Badlands and I've got thoughts.
Of course you have. Yeah,
got lots of thoughts. But with all of these, we've got the news. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to see if this works because I've been having some issues, and I don't mean issues. So that's. Actually, this one will do.
Now, we are fucked.
Trek Big Screen is boldly going into new territory. Paramount Skydance has tapped Jonathan Goldstein and John Francis Daley, the creative duo behind Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Amongst Thieves, and Spider-Man Homecoming, to write and produce and direct a brand new Star Trek film. The catch is it won't connect to the J.J. Abrams Kelvin timeline or any of the TV or film versions of Trek. It's a full reset. Not good, and good at the same time.
Well, I mean, there's been I just put it in there, and this was the story that came up on. And I mean, as much as I don't like a lot of Deadline stuff, they usually carry reasonably confirmed news, even if they put their opinion all over it. There is the rumor mill has been full swing since the Kelvin timeline Star Trek 4 was kind of announced as not happening. It's another guy that's meant to be making a movie. I mean, this was what, the 14th. So when 2 days later, I think what we are going to see is, yes, this movie will exist in the original proper Prime timeline. And what this movie is rumored to do is basically get rid of Kurtzman Trek and confirm that Kurtzman Trek existed in its own timeline, which is a little sad because Picard Season 3 then never kind of happened. And despite hating Picard Season 1 and 2, I liked where if we never see those characters on screen again, I kind of like where most of them finished off. Picard had a good ending. You know, he got a son, and his son was kind of likable. There were things that I hated about it. I hated Seven being a lesbian. And all of that bullshit.
Lesbian.
Lesbian, yeah. But I mean, they've been. You've got to have a draw to bring you into the screen. And we see another one is that they're doing a prequel. That this is going to be called Star Trek Origins. Now, if you're going to do Origins, you've got to have Archer.
Oh, hang on a second. This sounds quite familiar. We've read another story about this. There may be a ring of truth. So yeah, that's yeah.
And then there's another rumor that this would spin off into a TV series, which you see, we only ever got the beginning of the Federation in the final episode of Enterprise, which is a bit shit. You could another rumor is that they're going to completely cut that final episode of Enterprise and do it properly. I mean, and they all look 20 years older now, so you could.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's a lot of people at Paramount that apparently want to return to the Trek timeline. A lot of people want to see Trek after Picard Season 3. That's the era that everybody's interested in. We'll see what Paramount do. The interesting thing is, by announcing this film, or this film, Kurtzman has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Which would then tend to agree with the rumors that Kurtzman is done, which I hope he is.
I hope he's done in Hollywood in general, because I don't think they can afford. He's too expensive. The amount of money that they've given him, and the fucking return is goose egg. So can I have my 2 pence worth?
Yeah, I mean, I'll fill in some more rumours after this, but go for it.
So, from my perspective, the first things first, yeah? If they're doing a Star Trek film, they cannot have a fucking runaway budget, yeah?
True.
Star Trek is a little on the niche side, yeah? It's for the nerds and for the Star Trek geeks, yeah? You make it for them, they'll drag their wives and children along to watch, yeah? And they'll be your additional audience. So you capture them, you get them on board, but you cannot sit there and do a fucking £200 million Star Trek film, because it will fail, and you don't want that from the off. You need something, 80 to 100 million. Yeah, 80 to 100 million, that's fucking nothing. Jeez Christ, now thinking about it, I could do a lot of 80 to 100 million. But you could do that, yeah? You need to make sure it's got a fucking good script, yeah? That whatever the script is, it needs to be passed through loads of people and go, oh, that's brilliant. And please be aware the following, yeah? If you give it to your lead actor who's got lots of scenes and lots of things to do, yeah, they're going to say it's brilliant because it's all about them, okay? You can't trust them, yeah? You want the person in the background. So the guy who plays Dr. Phlox, for example, if he reads it and says this is fucking brilliant, yeah, because he's going to have, what, 4 fucking scenes in the entire film? If he's in it, he's going to say that, yeah, he'll be honest. To Paul, Jolene Blaylock, yeah, she's might have a few scenes more than anyone else, but again, and then, I can't remember the bird. Who's the right? I can't remember the black guy and the Chinese bird. That sounds really bad.
Oh,
Tucker.
the pilot. Tucker.
She gave birth to Georgia.
Tucker was...
Not Tucker. Tucker's the engineer. He's dead.
Yeah.
I didn't kill him, by the way.
Unless they reset that episode, which a lot of people want them to do.
The actor definitely does. I can tell you that now.
Oh, I know he does the Pod Bay
does
podcast.
The podcast.
Yeah,
with Malcolm.
Yeah, I can't remember, but I know who you mean.
Yeah, because she's the mother to Giorgio in Discovery. That's the only link I liked. And then it linked over into the Evil Universe, the episode that they did too, and I like that. That's it for Discovery. Oh, Anson Mount. I like Anson Mount. Anything else? No. Couldn't stand fucking Michael Burnham. Stupid name, Michelle Burnham.
I hated Discovery. I kind of like the only other. I mean, the thing is, I kind of like some of the characters in Strange New Worlds. I kind of like the lesbian Erica pilot. I do kind of like her. She's not lesbian in your face, and they don't make a thing about it, which I kind of like.
She's coded lesbian.
Yeah. I mean, I like Rachel. What's her face as number 1. I cannot stand the actress that they've got to play Uhura. She's totally wrong. They never cast Uhura correctly. I mean, I like Zoe Saldana, but she wasn't good as Uhura. They've never ever been able. They've never found somebody good enough to replace Michelle Nichols as Uhura.
But it sounds odd. From what I've seen of Discovery, you have to remember the following: Uhura was fit. She was really fit. That woman's not. Okay,
no.
So
they've never got her right. The Dr. Membega and Nurse Chapel, nah. But I do like Anson Mount. I do like the English sort of Union Singh character. She's interesting at times, but she was ruined in that holodeck episode. So I don't know. The Kurtzman track hasn't been good other than Picard season 3, and that wasn't really Kurtzman track. That was Metalis track, and it was reasonable. The thing is, right, one of the rumors is that Strange New Worlds was only getting 6 episodes for its final season, and the reason was and I think there is some truth to this particular rumor, is Paramount wanted the studio free by Christmas. So
we needed the space. Can you get out of the office? Thanks.
I can't, and because of the time it takes, and to make these episodes, Academy season 2 is done and rumored to be cancelled. Strange New Worlds is done. We know it's ending after season 5. There is nothing coming out after that. There was something they planned, but if it's true, now this all could be to make the movie and save budget, because Trek has a tradition of reusing sets, and various other things. The Enterprise bridge, whilst it looked different throughout the movies, was actually the same inner workings that they just kind of redressed. The Picard season 3 bridge is the same one that they built for the Stargazer in Picard season 2, which had a much larger budget. And actually the Enterprise F bridge that you see briefly was just a redressed version of that bridge again. Star Trek, and the thing is, you're absolutely right. When Star Trek has lower budgets, it is usually better. Star Trek 2, Wrath of Khan, lowest budget of any Star Trek movie, $11 million, I think, at the time, which was considerably less than Star Trek 1 and considerably less than The Search for Spock, and is largely regarded as the best series. The budget for Picard season 3 was next to nothing compared to what they spent on Discovery and Strange New Worlds, and is easily the best Trek we've had in years. So yeah, I agree with you. Is what you're saying. What I'm trying to say is that yes, it should be a lower budget movie. If it is true, Paramount
it will force them to be creative, and that's what you want with with stuff. It's not high, it's not like kind of super high concept like Foundation or The Expanse. Yeah, it's established, so people know these things. And if you want to get a fucking writer in Hollywood that properly likes Star Trek, it's gonna be easy. Think about it.
I agree with you. I mean, all of this is rumor. And despite what some websites are claiming and having inside sources, I love it when these YouTubers claim my sources. You mean 4chan. And Reddit. There is no confirmation Academy is cancelled, but it kind of makes sense. But it also makes sense that they want to save money because Paramount doesn't, so they want the studio free to make the movie, and then, you know, we might see others come back. Personally, I think this is true. I think it is what the fans want, but I think, you know, Star Trek is not popular. The reaction to Academy has not been good. Section 31 was god awful, and that was poorly received even by the Discovery fans. I mean, if you're one of these nut job Discovery fans and you think it's shit, it has got to be bad. Which it was. I mean, I couldn't get through it. It was that bad. So, I mean, that did a lot of damage, I think. And I'm hoping that Paramount are waking up and going, we need to stop spending so much money on Trek because what we're producing is not loved by people, not as a whole. Academy cost all this money, and you know, only the Discovery fans seem to want to watch this. I have no fucking interest in it. The Cisco thing did not work. The Cisco memory berries did not work. By all accounts, Kurtzman squandered all the good feeling that was had after Picard season 3 purely because of his ego. And I believe that. I do believe that. Because he is one of these woke morons who actually in an interview said Star Trek is a platform for an agenda. And as soon as somebody when we know that the people that think like that, these activists, they are, all of it is just wrapped up in hate. We know what these people are like. Hate and ego. That's all it is. They need to massage their ego so they virtue signal everywhere so that they can get the praise that they so desire. That's what these people are. That's what Hollywood has been for a while. That's why they're not making any money, because they don't care. They care more about their egos. And I'm going to talk a bit more about that when we come to Pluribus, but I do believe that Kurtzman is out. I think that is true. And I think this movie is a reset. Now, if they're going to do Star Trek Origins and they're going to bung Archer in it, that's going to go a long way to win fans back.
Yeah.
If they reset Enterprise, it would work.
They just cut that bit at the end and just turn around because Jonathan Frakes looked fat and he didn't like the fact that he looked fat, so we removed it. You know what Hollywood like? So he'd be like, yeah, you're right. I did look fat in that.
The one thing I will say is, if this is true and Star Trek does do this, that's going to put Disney under a lot of pressure.
If it works, it will.
True. But can you imagine if it does? Can you imagine if we're sitting here in two years' time going, Star Trek's great, we're loving it. Can you imagine what that will do to Disney? That will put them under so much pressure. It'll be interesting. But yes. Let's move on
to our next one.
Oh no! What happened? Oh no! How terrible! That's just awful! How terrible! Oh no!
The creators of Shogun are raising the stakes for season 2. According to the latest from FX Hulu, the next chapter will feature a massive wartime sequence on a scale the show hasn't attempted yet, and an unexpected love story that promises to shift character dynamics in unpredictable ways. Co-creator Justin Marks described the upcoming season as a saga, first and foremost, a story of war and the cost of war. Now, I'm just unexpected love story.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Sounds pretty fucking gay to me.
I don't think it will be.
I know, but given Hollywood and the relentless rewriting of everything, I'm gonna do this. So yeah,
you're not. I know what you mean. Shogun. The Shogun was. I really enjoyed Shogun. It was a very good remake of which was an interesting series. Him on screen, he was just brilliant in it. As was the dude playing the English guy. I mean, this is not news that there's going to be a war in it because he is based on a historical character. So, and 20 years after the first season happened, he did go to war. So it's not a spoiler. This it's interesting if they're going to actually do it because they didn't do it at the end of the episode. They can't because I think they actually didn't have the budget to do it. But there is meant to be quite a massive sort of army turn up, and you see part of it, but they don't stay on it for very long. And how he has brilliantly manipulated that army, not that its general or knows it, and it's quite clever. You get a brief glimpse of it in this, but I don't know what they know. I don't know what this surprise love story that they're talking about, unexpected love story that they're talking about. It could be him. I don't know. The thing is, I think it's going to miss. It's going to miss the girl. She was. The three of them were what made it interesting. Her on and off sort of affair with him, her, the dynamics between her and the husband and him. And I mean, she had to die. That was always that was she gave her life. But so I don't know. I'm worried about this because Shogun as a mini-series was brilliant. And it was hugely popular. And so they've done what Hollywood always does and bring back a season 2. So for you to say what you just did, I'm not going to sit there and say you're wrong because you might be right. I hope you're not.
I hope I'm not.
I hope you're not. But I wouldn't put it past Hollywood right now because they're done.
They are incredibly dumb. It's funny because I was just looking because I know that there was when the British Empire was around, we kind of fought the samurai, but it wasn't like it was like a ship to shore battle thing, so it wasn't like direct open field confrontation, and the samurai soon learnt that guns are really fucking useful. Well, but it's a really nice blade. Only cuts on one side, firstly, guys. One side, sword on both, cuts on both sides, a bit more useful. Because everyone goes on about how the blades and everything were really good, and they weren't. They really weren't. Not when you come against a musket rifle that can kill you a fucking 100 yards.
This is true, but I mean, what made Shogun, I think, so compelling was just the dynamics between them all. And I mean, she was an interesting character. They didn't make her super strong. She could fight, and they explained it. And she was a really good fighter. But she was also clever. And again, the thing about him was he wasn't the best fighter. He was clever. I am worried that, when I heard this was coming back, I was like, great, but there's no story. There is history to fall back on, and that's what they said they were doing. But like, why say an unexpected love story? That's not what you dialed into Shogun for. You dialed in for the intrigue, the samurais, the like boiling a fucking sailor in a pot. Which still can't.
Oh, dude, that's just fucking cut my head off. That'd be easier. So I've been just googling some of the history and stuff just to see if anything was quite notable. He's like romance-wise, because I was seeing if there's any kind of thing that I can't see anything at the moment. My results are coming back with the Edo period, blah blah blah.
It was the Edo period.
Christianity and whatnot. Nothing in regards to what do you call it? A romance. But I'm worried that you're just gonna get a gay romance in there, because that's what Hollywood does now. Even though in those days it wouldn't, unless there is one historically that happened. But
there's the only other slightly interesting female character was the wife of the guy that committed suicide and killing their newborn baby at the beginning, and she then went to serve the English guy, and she was quite interesting when she was doing that. So she could play a part, but I don't know. But do they say when it's coming back? Because I know they've only just started filming it. Fucking 2 years, and they haven't started filming it yet. I mean, what the fuck are they doing for the last 2 years? It does make you worried that they've taken that long to nail down a story, which shows how shit writers are these days.
Well, no, I think it may have been a case of we were only really planning on making the one season, and now you're on a second season, and it's like,
Season 2 was announced, what, nearly 2 years ago?
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck have they been doing? I mean,
yeah.
You know, Star Trek writers would write 22, 26 episodes a year.
Oh, hang on. The one that gets me is the fact that JMS wrote all of season 3 and all of season 4 and almost all of season 5. 22 episodes, one writer. Yeah? One fucking writer for all of that. I'm just, you know.
He's moved to England, Gareth.
Yeah, he's moved to England. We can hope, Keith, but there's hope and reality. And I need to silence my phone because everyone is kicking off. Bear with me a second. D&D. So yeah, it's mad when you come to these things. It's just. But I put that down as what do you call it? Just. I think given the fact that you talked about it and the way you talked about it, and given the fact that Apple TV are pretty good at having season after season after season, which means that the people who work at Apple went, you've done TV before? Yes. You've done network TV before? Yes. Okay, you're in. Rather than what the fuck Netflix do, and Amazon, and others. But yeah. Anyway, let's. I'll have this one actually.
Put a ticket in, make a living.
The Monsterverse is on streaming. Will return with a roar. The hit series Monarch: Legacy of Monsters is officially set for season 2. I shouldn't fucking open my mouth up. For February 22nd, 27th, 2026 on Apple TV Plus, with 10 new episodes airing weekly through to May 1st. The new season promises to dive into buried secrets, revisit the iconic Skull Island, and introduce a new ocean-born Titan event. Fish sex. That's what that sounds like. When you say Titan event, it sounds like two fucking fishes having sex.
I actually quite enjoyed...
Just saying. We're getting fish sex this year.
Sorry.
Next year.
The dog's looking at me now. I quite enjoyed Monarch. I mean, it wasn't like amazeballs, but, you know, Kurt Russell was quite good in it. It was enjoyable. You know, okay, the Japanese chick was a lesbian for no fucking reason whatsoever. You know, other than to tick a box. But
I really want one character in one of these TV shows that goes, so you're a lesbian? Yes. Apparently we need one per season. Just that.
But it was kind of enjoyable. It kind of, whereas the movies have been going completely batshit crazy, and there is a space for that. This kind of made it semi more serious. made it, made the whole Monarch organization less mythical and slightly more interesting. And I kind of enjoyed it. It was watchable. It was watchable. And we did get a bit of Monster Smash, but apparently season 2 is bringing in Monkey Smash Lizard. So Kong will be in this.
So the great thing, do you know the great thing is, because they're CGI monsters, yeah, getting them in for guest spots is really fucking easy, as long as you've got the budget for the thing. It's not like trying to bring in like Patrick Stewart or anyone like that.
Yeah. I mean, Kong's in the trailer, so Kong's coming. But no, Monarch was all right. Monarch wasn't too bad. I'm looking forward to season 2, so at least there's something early on in the new year to look forward to on Apple TV. Also getting Shrinking season 3 with Michael J. Fox, which I will tune into that because I really enjoyed season 2.
Yeah.
And we're getting Ted Lasso, which I think is going to be around about May, is the rumour.
Ooh. As I said, I hope he's like kind of, he left the club, they get into the European Championship, they struggle. Yeah, and it's like, how do we win this? Yeah, it's important that we win this. And then they go, bring Ted back. And then they go, Ted, just for this bit, come back to help us. That's what I'd like. Because that makes sense. Because if they got to that... Anyway, we're talking about the monster stuff. So, Kurt Russell's returning. And Wyatt Russell's in it too, which is quite a good thing. Les Beacon's in it too, if that makes you feel any better. I can't remember any of the characters' names in that. But I imagine if they're bringing in Kong, they're going to do the Hollow Earth.
No, they did. They insinuated that because she spent time in the Hollow Earth. The mum didn't. The mum was like stuck in. Oh
Yes.
no, grandmother was stuck in there for like a couple of years, but outside she was stuck in for. They that was one of the things they did. But it's a different kind of dimension, isn't it? It's time. Time.
Yeah, there is something timey-wimey with it, and they might explain what the timey-wimey shite is with it, which would be good. So,
and I knew Kurt Russell wasn't dead, so yeah. And doesn't Wyatt? It's weird. What's his face? Wyatt Russell is younger version of Kurt Russell, isn't he?
So yes.
Yeah, which is kind of cool. Yeah. Anyway, this is one for if Nigel's in the comments. I know you liked Monarch, and the next story is also for you, Nigel.
He liked Monarch of the Glen, though.
There's nothing wrong with Monarch of the Glen. That first blonde bird in it was hot. Anyway.
Say, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
After wrapping in 2021, the anti-corruption thriller Line of Duty might be coming back. Well, recent reports indicated that the BBC is planning a 7th season with all the main cast. Martin Compston, Steve Arnott, Vicky McClure, Katie Fleming, Adrian Dunbar, Ted Hastings are poised to return, according to Digital Spy and other sources. I wasn't so into... Which one was Line of Duty?
Oh, come on. Line of Duty was... I mean, Line of Duty got more bloody viewers on BBC Two than it moved to BBC One than it should have done. And I always point at the people that bang on about how Doctor Who's falling ratings because of living in the streaming age. Even in 2021, this was getting 10, 12, 13 million people watching it in the streaming age. They've been talking about this for years, saying, is it not, is it not? And there's never really been any news, but everyone's carrying this now. So I think it is happening. If the BBC's still here next year.
So, fucking hell, Donald Trump's going to end the BBC because they're stupid. Why the fuck would you do? Why?
I know.
Let's poke the fucking bear when it comes to the most litigious person on the planet.
Although
done.
I don't think he will win suing because he's technically suing the British government, which.
Yeah. Well.
But,
anyway, coming back to this. So I'm smelling something here, and it's not bullshit. It's odor de desperation.
I think there was always a plan to do a season 7. I think they left it for a while. There has been talk about this since it came off the air. I mean, this is not... Yeah, people want this. This isn't just like... because people were not happy with the way this ended. They built up this secret age character for years, and when the reveal happened, it was really lame. So the ending to this didn't go down well, but it left the door open for something.
Was this person the Master from Doctor Who?
No.
Then it was crap.
Yeah. But there has always been, like, we want a season 7. Jed, what's his face, the creator behind this, said he had... See, the thing is, he said he had a planned season 7. But again, a lot of these actors became quite popular. How they're going to bring Hastings back, because he kind of left at the end of this season. So I'm looking, if it's true, I'm up for it, because I kind of enjoyed Line of Duty. But they've been talking about it for a while, but I'm carrying the story. I decided to go with it because so many are now saying it. It's not, this isn't a rumor. The BBC are going to do it. And they need to, because they need a high profile drama. And what better than to bring this back? So,
as I said, smells of desperation.
Probably. But, well, as I said, it's probably going to get made if the BBC are still here next year. And whilst you might laugh, I genuinely think the BBC might not be here next year. Not in its current form. And unfortunately, I just want to say, I told you so. For all these people who have been telling me for years that the BBC is not biased.
Oh, no. Right. No, hang on. I'll give you an example. You ever watch Question Time?
Yes, now and
Question
again.
Time. Yeah. So Question Time, yeah? Like 3 liberals and 1 conservative. Every fucking time. It's not biased. It's not equal.
I mean, we can...
Anyway.
We can talk about it, and I would like to talk about it, but I don't think this is the right thing. But what I will say is... You can join us for our political podcast, Monkey Nut Punch. Well, hopefully what this will do is get rid of that fucking idiot that runs BBC Drama. Because, I mean, when you're too woke for Disney, you've got a problem.
I want them to go back to making television. No messages, just television like they used to. Back in like 2010, 2012, TV was fucking... BBC stuff was just the best. It was best. They're sitting there going, oh, we're worried about complete... Dude, you're fucking beating streaming hands down. It's like kind of your Luther, your Sherlock, your Doctor Who, your Top Gear.
Seasons 1 and 2. Seasons 1 and 2 of Sherlock were brilliant.
Brilliant.
Yeah. 3 and 4,
just,
not so much.
What were you thinking? Oh, fucking 4's the worst. Don't undo fucking Moriarty, for fuck's sake. We all loved Moriarty. You can make him gay. That's fine. It actually fitted quite well because it made him a bit... It fitted with his loopy fucking nature. I don't say that gay people were loopy by nature, but... Yeah.
It were season 1 and 2 of Sherlock were for the most part brilliant. I still love their version of the woman.
Milverton?
That is probably my favourite episode. The only one that I really enjoyed in the 3rd series that was particularly good. Toby Jones. Oh yeah, no, I've forgotten that one. Yeah, Toby Jones. Toby Jones was good, and the Hound of the Baskervilles episode was good. Yeah, you're right. I'd forgotten that. Toby Jones episode.
Good.
Yeah,
because Toby Jones was fucking just ate that. He was somewhere between. He had this Jimmy Savile fucking vibe to him, which was great. Oh my word, that was just the H.H. Holmes reference. That was a really good one. Anyway, I miss the days of TV like that. I really do, where it was just
British TV. Yeah.
TV. Yeah. Well, I think the American TV was good, but we were beating them clearly. But they had to fuck it up.
Certain things. we were good at. And you know, but I mean, I think if we go back to 2012, there was some really good American TV as well. But
there was.
I mean, Sherlock was one of the best. And we've got a lot to talk about, so shall we get into the next story? Because this one is kind of like,
Okay.
My name is Jeff.
The relentless detective returns. Idris Elba is set to don his tweed overcoat of DCI John Luther once more in a new film for Netflix. And crucially, Ruth Wilson is also confirmed to reprise her role as the enigmatic and psychopathic Alice Morgan. The movie reunites the cast and creative forces from the original series, signalling that this won't stop at just another procedural, but a deep-cut return to its darker, more psychological roots that made Luther stand out. It's ironic we were talking about what we were talking about.
Exactly. That's why I thought I looked at this. God.
Do you want to hear something funny? There is a woman who does our video bits at work, yeah? And she is like how can I put it? She is the foreign version of Ruth. So every time I see her on screen, it's like, whoo, I remember just how batshit crazy she was.
I mean, see, because when I saw this, I went, hang on, she's done a Sherlock again. Because she's died twice now.
Yeah.
And it's like, how the fuck are they bringing her back again? But I gotta say, right, the Luther film on Netflix was really fucking good, actually. Andy Serkis was a really interesting bad dude. And I couldn't hear myself. Is your headphones?
No,
like...
you could hear. You could. No, the sound's still there.
You don't have technical issues. You're not allowed.
You can hear me speaking, can't you?
Yes, I can. Yes.
Yeah, I had to. I had to run out of power. So I keep backups because I'm that kind of guy. The problem is those ones allow me to hear my voice a bit better, so I can regulate it a little. So I'm just a bit shouty.
I don't know. I don't know how they're bringing her back. I don't. I mean, the way it left off was he was being recruited by the intelligence services. That's where the film left off. So he's not going to be DCI again. He can't be. But he could be working for an intelligence. Is Alice going to appear as like flashbacks? Is she going to be a voice in his head? Or is it going to be that they're just going to bring her back again? No, she didn't really fall off. She did a Sherlock.
I think if they wanted to do it right, what they should do is they should have him just thinking about her a lot. Yeah, so he's having conversations with her ahead, and then when you get to the last third of the film, he finds that she's still alive and meets her, because that would just fucking throw the dynamic out, whatnot. And then she can sit there and she goes, titanium plate here, titanium plate there, titanium plate there, goes 8 months in traction, blah blah blah, and it's just like, oh okay. So yeah, I like Luther. I think still the one that always sticks out in my head is the one with the twins playing the game.
Oh, that is the most eerie.
I think what it is the petrol station scene. It felt really real, and I always bring it up because it's just that one bit. It's a friend of mine. The one that got her was the bit where the guy's under the bed in the house.
Yes.
She watched that episode. I'm never fucking watching that again. I'm like, all right, fair enough. I was really enjoying it.
Yeah, but it was freaky, and yeah, for me, it's the same. It's the two brothers. It's the two brothers, and then Andy Serkis is bad guy because the whole streaming it I found a bit freaky, and a bit kind of. It's going to be interesting. I'm glad Netflix are doing another movie. I did enjoy the first one. I just don't know how the fuck they're bringing Alice back, but Luther is at his best when Alice is around. So, and actually, I mean, I have a lot of respect for Ruth Wilson now, even more so as an actress, because, you know, watching Cemetery Road, she is totally different, and I don't see Alice at all.
No, I don't see Alice at all in Cemetery Road.
And that's quite good.
It's really annoying because she was a total thunder cunt at the start, but she's not so much now, if that makes sense, which is fine for me. Literally, her first scene is like, oh, you're going to be one of them. But everything then changed around and she's not, which I really appreciate. So I put that down to Mick Herron and his writing.
I'm actually quite enjoying Cemetery Road. It's not
Slow Horses.
It's not Slow Horses, but then I don't think it's meant to be. But it is quite good, and I'm enjoying it. And I do kind of like what's her face as well. I think she's quite good in it. Anyway, we should do the comments.
I need the music. I don't know if that's too loud.
That's fine. Nigel, age 7, has painted this picture.
Tanith got here first, amazingly.
No inside knowledge.
Yeah, no inside knowledge. And Silver Place goes to Laurie.
Hi, Laurie.
And then there's Chuck. I'm going to need a Klingon cloaking device to find my drone soon in America. Reflective strips probably work better. In the UK, you've got to keep it in line of sight, so that's for the drone regs. Well, not sure why I wrote that. Because it's on the top of your mind. That's why, which is fine. You've gone on a lot of videos recently, and I have caught up with none of them, and I feel rather ashamed at saying that. I think it's when you went back last time you went back to Iceland. I haven't watched from then onwards. And Keith's like, kind of, you should watch this, but it's really amazing. And I've gone, I need time. So yeah, and then, oh, sorry, where is? And then we've got a Nigel on the other side, from the other side. Hi, Nigel. So yes. I'm in a mood today. That's fine. I call it having the arsehole. I went into work one day. I had a bad night's sleep, and I went, I'm going home, and I'm going to work from home for the rest of the day. And my boss's boss asked me why, to which I replied, I've got the arsehole. Hey, it's Biffa. Kurtzman, Star Trek is dead. Woohoo! Welcome back, AI Gareth.
Damn. Biffa saw through my I wasn't really.
Yes, of course. Yeah, it's like them killing off Moriarty. Ironically, them killing off Moriarty in Sherlock. Shouldn't have done it.
I know this was he was talking about what's her face, Sherry or whatever her name was in Shogun. She had to die because she dies in the book and she died in the previous TV series, and actually her death goes on in the book. It means there's more to it, and you might see some of that in season 2. Yeah. But I agree with you that she was an interesting character, and because they're bringing it back for a season 2, maybe they shouldn't have killed her off when they did. But anyway.
No, I think they're gonna have. I think my money's on gay romance.
I think they're gonna put a dick in it and make it lame.
Gay, yeah. But hey. He'll be after the one that went to the monastery thing. Was there some chick that went to a monastery?
It's been a while. I have to go back. I think I know what he's talking about. I think I know.
Yeah.
He'll be the one that went to. Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
Okay.
Hi, Steve, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Steve. Sorry, I forgot. I missed Nigel watching DS9 stories. I've got one today. So, yeah.
We'll try and get him back once he's into season 3.
No, 4. Start season 4. Way of the Warrior. As soon as he gets Way of the Warrior, that's when we need to get him on board.
Yeah.
I've watched Deep Space Nine season 2 up to episode 5.
Fuck. You're doing well, Knight. I'm impressed that you have watched an entire season of Deep Space Nine in 2 weeks.
Network TV, so 20... No, it's not even 22. It's 24 or 26. Fucking hell, there's quite a lot of them. I can't really remember the Line of Duty season 6 at all. And
it wasn't the best one.
And yeah, that was great. That was fucking brilliant. Oh.
I remember him phoning me up. I remember when it was aired. You phoned me. My hometown.
Where I grew up was mentioned in thingy. Yeah. Downton Abbey Strikes Back, Merlin, Black Mirror.
Okay, Strike Back.
Yeah, Strike Back. It was the SAS thing with.
Yes, I know, but there was one season of it with Andrew Lincoln, and then they changed it. Downton Abbey, not BBC, it's ITV. It's the.
Oh no, that's fine. You can have that.
Having said that, I'm watching something at the moment that's 20-something years old that was ITV, and it's brilliant.
Merlin, remember Merlin?
Merlin was BBC, yes.
Oh, Merlin was good. Yeah.
Yes.
Apart from they needed to have 3 episodes of Arthur knowing that he was a wizard.
Yeah.
Rather than 15 minutes at the end.
Yeah.
It sounds okay. Good. I hope the fucking sounds okay. I'm mad if it's not. I've been listening rather than watching. Okay, cool. And then we've got
all the goods
to the stream. Yes, I was sitting. The fucking audio's not working. Getting fucked off nuclear levels. So yeah. Nigel, after episode past tense. Is past tense the one where he solves homelessness?
No, past tense is the 2nd episode of season 4.
Oh, okay.
And
Merlin, I feel like watching that game from the start. Yeah, apart from when Morgana finds out she's evil, and then she does the, oh no, he didn't die the trap.
Yeah, she did get annoying after a while. Morgana got annoying in Merlin. I don't
after
about the 12th fucking stare at the camera with the that kind of got a bit
Yeah, again, same with the ending.
Yeah, I agree. Agree.
Instant landing. All right, let's dial this back down.
Right, we've got some trailers, and I haven't watched either of them. I'm told this is a brand new trailer to Fallout, so let's have a look.
All right, I'm being a Fallout nerd. I'm going to go into it with great depth.
I am shocked.
Here we go.
So I've seen a lot of things. Many a tear have to fall. Crazy things.
One problem.
Unnatural things. In the game. But good people? No. That girl I met. All in the wonderful game. I would be a good person too if I grew up in some cozy little impenetrable home. I would have to steal and stab and fib all the goddamn time just to get by.
What exactly is it you plan on doing once we find your daddy?
Gonna bring him to justice. So people know that how they conduct themselves matters. They don't give up hope.
The stuff we fight for, the story has it used to believe those things too.
I've been wastelanding for 200 years.
No.
I've kept myself alive for one reason. To find my family.
Well then, you're gonna need friends.
Yeah.
There's a war coming.
Here we go. Oh, dick, he didn't show.
Soon he'll be there at your
I understand we're discussing a civil war. I must not have gotten my invitation.
Problem. Not a problem.
We're actually beginning to get along.
Try again.
Right, are they going to show the guy behind the voice?
No.
Novak there. Come on. Well, it's fine.
So
Where's
this is Vegas, huh?
Where's my super mutant?
I'd ask why my dad ran into a den of monsters, but he'd probably just tell me to shut the fudge up.
So, December 17th. Okay, cool. Right. Problem number 1. The Kings in Fallout New Vegas were a very interesting little faction. Okay? So, the Kings were Elvis worshippers. They believed that Elvis was the greatest thing ever to exist. And they set themselves up all around him, but knew not that much apart from a few things here and there. There's a bit of movies, some memorabilia, posters, and this, that, and the other, yeah? They were not ghouls. They had a pet cybernetic dog, and that was the only thing, and they talked like Elvis. So, turning them into ghouls, I do not like. Because they were good. They were the only good guys on the strip. They were really the only good guys on the strip, and you've killed the good guys, and I don't like that. Yeah? That's not good. It's powder gangers. You could have done it with the powder gangers. Wouldn't have had the issue. That's fine. Where is it? That's just weird. So there's mutation going on there. I think that the dad has got to found what's referred to as FEV, which is forced evolutionary virus, which is the reason that you've got the death claws in there and the reason that you've got super mutants in there. So we got that there. Where is it? It's when you get that voice. Is it here?
I would be a good person too if I...
No. Right, let's just see. Sorry, there's lots of bloody dark bits in there. Oh, here we go.
Find your daddy.
Gonna bring him to justice.
Oh, come on, where?
So people know that how they conduct themselves matters. They don't give up hope.
So, right. I'm happy a bit that they've... The NCR, which is like a major is like the major faction in Fallout New Vegas and the original Fallout game. Yeah, and that's a little flag there. They look like they existed. They look like they've all been killed off. Not good. Don't like that because they were good. But saying that, she looks like she's wearing an NCR uniform without the cool helmet. Where is it? So, no. It's where the voice comes up. So just trying to find the bit with it.
Well then, you're gonna need friends.
That, I think, is a super mutant. I can't tell you which one. Doesn't sound like Forks, and I can't remember what the other guy was. But the other guy wasn't very bright, so I'm assuming it must be one of the smarter ones. And that's something they never touched on because there was that whole... This is me nerding out, sorry. The whole thing with the FEV, and in the California state where they were, they had this guy who fell into a vat of the sodding stuff, and he started merging with a load of stuff and became this weird gestalt entity called the Master, and he wanted to use FEV to create super mutants for everyone. The problem is that super mutants are all sterile. So I can't remember the name of the bloody one from Fallout New Vegas. I can remember the one from Fallout thingy, was Forks, Fallout 3. But that, I'm assuming, is the voice of a super mutant, and that's why they kind of grade them out. But when we come up to here, so where is? There. So they're right. So they're the Securitron things that you've got to activate from the first one. And there's Mr. House, who was originally voiced by Odo from Deep Space Nine. So, yes. So we go through it a bit more, and it's like kind of... Where are we? Oh, hang on.
Was that Macaulay Culkin?
Yeah, I think that was... Oh, Caesar's Legion. Ah, Caesar's Legion's in it. Sorry, let's just play it again. I'll pause it when I get to the bit. Oh, come on.
Here's Macaulay Culkin.
So he's one of Caesar's Legion, or Kaisar's Legion as they call themselves there. So you had the NCR one side, Caesar's Legion on the other side. You had House in the middle. House had an army of Securitron bots that he needed the military code for. That's why you got that military face on that one that appeared with the guy fighting it in the power armor. And then he was going to, it's either the teases leader was going to control New Vegas, or NCR, or Mr. House, or you could with the help of the thing called the Yes Man. This here, I think, is the FEV. So that is him experimenting with this FEV stuff. So I don't know if what they could do is they could turn him into the master character if they wanted to make it a bit more interesting, which would give him a bit of license. But I'm trying to do also, if I had some, yeah. So in the original game, Mr. House was so smart he predicted the end of the world. Yeah, he looked at it and went, the bombs are going to drop on this day, and you know what? He got it wrong by one fucking day. They dropped one day early. Yeah, and it wasn't because Vault-Tec did it. It was either the Americans are going to do it or the Chinese are going to do it. But we never knew who did it, and having that kind of ambiguity was always quite...
Yeah, but in the TV series, this was a conspiracy, wasn't it? And he was in it. Yeah.
So in the game, there was always this thing about Vault-Tec and I think it's Robco working together to, and the reason that they had all these experiments in the vaults was they were trying to work out whether we could colonize space. They figured, fuck the Earth up, let's fuck off, find a planet, and then but we want to see if everyone can. So can everyone live on a generational ship? And then they do these little experiments to see, you know, how things were done. This place is called Novak. There's a big dinosaur and a sniper who sits in the big dinosaur. I'm such a nerd. Someone's running away from being married. I don't know what's going on there. There's dog meat. Oh, hang on. That's an NCR. Sorry, me being really dull. I think that's an NCR helmet there. So it's not got the regular one on there. So it looks like they might be going up against the Brotherhood of Steel. There is a Brotherhood Steel base hidden in New Vegas. And there's a Deathclaw, which is fine.
I think it's got. I mean, season 1 was alright. She's just got scary eyes.
Poor Ella Purnell is her name.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So
we have. I'm looking forward to it, but I also know it's the same people that did Westworld, and Westworld season 1, brilliant. Westworld season 2, not so much.
Do you know why Westworld season 2 wasn't so great?
Why?
Because they were playing Fallout.
Fair enough.
That's what they said.
Hopefully Westworld season 2 will be better then. There's one more trailer with Sam Rockwell that I was like, what the fuck is this? So I just like the name. Good luck, have fun, don't die.
Hey! This isn't a robbery! I am from the future! And all of this goes horribly wrong. I come from a future which is totally and completely fucked. And I'm here to set it right.
Are any of you even listening to me?
You look homeless, bro. Fuck you two. I come from a nightmare apocalypse. This is the height of fucking fashion.
What we're dealing with doesn't interface with reality.
Is this an anti-AI movie?
Thing already? It gets a lot worse, honey.
Who's joining me? Who's ready to save the future? The revolution begins tonight!
Good luck, have fun, don't die.
Excuse me?
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. You're in for a really weird night.
So I'm gonna take a punt. Would you like me to take a punt?
Take a punt.
I think this is a virtual reality game.
Yeah.
And I think this is the bit that starts it off, where it's like kind of all these people are inside the virtual reality game, but the virtual reality game acts like Soma, so it kind of detaches you from reality and whatnot. I always said, yeah, that the world would end when we could have realistic virtual reality and you could experience sex. No, you laugh.
I'm not laughing because I think you're right.
Yeah, think about it. None of the men. Why the relationship between men and women would break down? That nothing would get done because the women would be complaining at the men and the men would just be ignoring them. And as long as the servers are ticking over, everything would be fine. Yeah, it may be run by an AI. The game might be run by an AI, which may be. It may be hinting at its plans, if that makes any sense. It's got Juno Temple in it from Ted Lasso, I noticed.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
Oh, fucking. I don't know why Nige doesn't like Home Alone. What did Home Alone... Where did Home Alone... Show me where Home Alone touched you, Nigel.
Hang on, Nigel doesn't like Home Alone?
Yeah, no.
What is wrong with you, man?
But yeah, so... This is like the kind of, like, maybe giving away its plan. Sort of Soma sort of thing. But, yeah.
And I just like the look of the title. So I'll watch it. Right. What should we talk about? So
can we talk about Predator Badlands?
Yeah, go on then. Go for it.
I watched Predator Badlands. I watched Predator, and I've got thoughts. So this is as Disney as you can get Predator Badlands to be. Yeah? So, let's have a look. Predator, yeah? It's practically fucking Mulan. Right? Predator, yeah? Little runty Predator. Apparently that's fucking queer-coded, apparently. I don't know how. But yeah, little runty Predator. Dad doesn't like him because he's a little shit, not very good at what he does. So his brother says, oh, they're going to fight the most dangerous creature in the galaxy. So we're going to send you to this planet. And his dad's like, no, I'm going to fucking do him now. So his brother goes, no. He's going and kicks him into the ship. Dad kills the brother. He fucks off to the planet. He lands on the planet. Not very well, because he's not very good as a predator. And as he's there, he's walking through his field, and he just hears this voice where he finds the half of I can't remember. Is it Ellie Fanning?
Yeah, Ellie Fanning. Yeah,
Ellie Fanning. Yeah. Finds half of Ellie Fanning, the top half, unfortunately. Yeah, but when you look at it, yeah, if you turn around, because it's like you've got the Predator, comic sidekick, cute little creature. Yeah, that's so fucking Disney animation, isn't it? It really is. That's Timon and we've got fucking Timon and Pumbaa there for all intents and purposes. All right. So you got that there, and it's like my first problem goes like this: the predators at the beginning were talking. I don't want my predators to talk. I want my predators to be quiet and threatening. Yeah, I want them to be terrifying. Yeah. I do not want them to know that they have domestic fucking issues. It ruined it. I'm not joking, but I could fix it with editing. Seriously, I could fix it with editing. Yeah, and all you had to do with the fixing editing is one: do not put subtitles for what the predators are saying. Yeah, first things first. For that whole first sequence, remove it all. Yeah. Then say the android knows how the predator talks, yeah, and then just remove the subtitles onto that so we never know what the predator's saying, and then limit the predator saying stuff to just the odd thing here and there. Yeah, I mean really odd thing here and there, because the predator talking deck, yeah, kind of just ruined the whole mystique of the predators. Really did. Okay. The a chirpy optimistic android, okay, I can let that one pass. But it's a case of, if you've got a strong male, for some reason Disney just loves surrounding them with women. Yeah, so the bad guy is the female version of the android that he picks up. Yeah, because they made two of them, one to analyze and one to fight. So that one there is the bad guy. So another surprise fucking woman. They find this creature. Yeah, they find this little creature and spit on them. Is the creature a boy? No, it can't be a boy. There's too much testosterone in there. We've got to make sure it's fucking dripping in fucking estrogen. Okay? So that happens. I don't like that. Yeah? And it's annoying because you could have made... This could have worked. This really could have worked. That's the bit that annoys me. I give it a 5 out of 10. And I mean a 5 out of 10 because bits of me are going, this could have fucking worked. You really could have done a really good job of it, but no, they could not fucking help themselves at Disney, yeah? And they needed to whatever they're doing, they need to cut the shit out because they missed a good opportunity here. They had the aliens, and then, this is the bit that gets me, yeah? The Predator, after beating the creature and the Weyland-Yutani synths, goes back to his homeworld to confront his father so he can get his cloaking device. Because you're supposed cloaking device is like a ritual thing, yeah? Didn't need to know that. Didn't need any dialogue. Just knew that was he's turned up for said cloaking device, yeah? You get cloaking device, yeah? So he kills his father, yeah?
Yep.
So he kills his father, and then this is a bit that fucking exacerbates me, yeah? Ship appears on the horizon, yeah? And it's like, oh my god, this is terrible. Who is it? Have a fucking guess who it is. He's killed his father. That's the clue.
I don't know, go on.
It's his fucking mother, because the male characters can't be the badasses.
Oh. So the mother is kick-ass, is she?
Well, she's supposed to be, but I'll be honest
with
you,
did they put a chick in it and make it lame, by any chance?
Fuck me, did they? They put like 3-4 chicks in it and made it lame and gay. It's so annoying because you could have just done it. It could have just been the Predator, absolutely silent. He could have picked the android up, and the android could have been talking away, and it just grunts at the fucking thing. That would have worked, and the android was there for us as the audience to know what was going on. That's all. Yeah, but no, they had to do this and that and the other, and they had the Athena android, which is, I think it's Athena or Thea, it might have been Thea, which would have been fine if she was leading them and she was like a tactician sort of person, yeah? And these were thinking synths. And it's just annoying because I can see wasted potential there, all because Disney had to put a chick in it and make it lame and gay. 4 chicks in it and make it lame and gay. Even the fucking little creature thing was a chick. Bullshit. Nonsense.
I think Biffa might be right.
Predator Badlands is trying to make the Predator into Disney princess.
The space is...
It's a cold, hollow space that's uninviting and deadly to most people.
Right.
It's visual jokes, I'm afraid.
Briss.
So, I watched 3 episodes. I think I know what it's about. I'm gonna let you talk first before I give you my theory. But you can't fucking tell people my theory before I get a chance to say.
I'm not going to tell anybody your theory. I think Vince Gilligan's been smelling his own farts. The problem is when you are told, when you have had not one but 2 fucking hugely successful TV programs, right, would appear that in Hollywood that you're just almost untouchable. The thing I liked about Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad was that they were not predictable, right? You know, you'd get these weird openings, but it would never go in the direction you thought. You might have a theory, you might get this little thing here and there, but you never thought you never predicted where it would end up. And I'm watching fucking episode 2, right, of Pluribus, and, you know, weirdo chick says, oh yeah, 1 is delayed because we had to get him a special plane. I went, Air Force One. Air Force One turns up. Right? And in the next episode, The minute the hand grenade goes off, they gave her a live hand grenade. Oh, she's going to ask for a fucking nuke. What does she do? But here's the thing, right? She goes, how about an atom bomb? No one, fucking no one calls it an atom bomb. Atom bomb has kind of not in the modern vernacular. Everybody calls them nukes, right? No one is going to say atom bomb. They're just going to go, what about nuke? Right? Show me one fucking person alive that goes, how about an atom bomb? Right? It's not. They're not even fucking atom bombs these days, are they? I think I'm right in saying that you know, these are fusion bombs. Am I right or something?
Oh, fusion. Yeah, it's most likely fusion bombs of sorts. Yeah.
But they say nukes, right? But I knew she was going to ask for one. And I don't. After 3 episodes, I'm kind of like, I know Vince Gilligan moves slowly, but this is moving at a fucking snail pace. I mean, that entire episode told us, oh, they'd give her a nuke if she asked for it. That's it. You could have fucking solved that with 10 minutes of weird Vince Gilligan opening and a 5-minute Vince Gilligan scene, right? In Better Call Saul, it would have done it in 15 minutes. I mean, more fucking happened in 20 minutes of Better Call Saul than has happened in these 3 episodes, really. Other than, you know, the apocalypse. I don't know. It's very Vince Gilligan in places. It's doing all of his sort of filming from vending machines and things like that. Well, it does. I mean, you know, he was famous for doing weird camera angles and stuff, and it's not the first time he's done, like, stuck a camera in a fucking vending machine and filmed back. But it's almost like it's all his greatest hits and no one's telling him, where's this going, Vince? What is this, Vince?
Get a fucking wriggle on, man.
You know, and I'm sorry, I'm not sure she can carry the entire season. I mean, you've put in a bad-tempered lesbian woman. But I'll let you now, because I actually think you're right. But Gareth, renege us with your theory.
Regale us with the story of what I think this TV show's about. So, you've got a group of people who collectively think. They all think exactly the same. They were all exposed to some kind of mind virus. You see where I'm going? They're all exposed to some kind of mind virus. And if they receive any criticism, they melt down and stop fucking working. Is this an allegory for woke people?
Do you think he is actually doing that? I mean, bearing in mind this is Apple TV.
If he is doing this, it's fucking brilliant. If he's not, then he missed an opportunity. I would say 20% chance that he's doing it. Right. So the first thing that bugged me about this year is that technically the human race was erased overnight. You erased what makes humans humans. Yeah. We fight, we argue, we do shitty things to each other. All of that is part of doing it. The idea of, like, kind of music or art and drama and all that stuff, all gone overnight because everyone thinks the fucking same. Yeah, scientific discoveries are not doing that. Yeah, first things first is this Gestalt collective entity lies. It lies, and it lies a lot, and you need to listen. Especially when, I can't remember I'm going to call her the pirate lady. The pirate lady talks, because they lie. Yeah? How many people did you kill? Oh, a few. Yeah, it turns out it was 2 fucking million people, because she had a little meltdown. Yeah? Then it was like kind of, okay, we don't kill. Really? So when you took over everyone, 800 million people died. You don't kill. Oh, we're peaceful. But we had to move our plans up because the military were getting involved. I'm like, okay. So here's a twist, right? I think the human race is going to become immune. That's why there's a clock. I think the human race is going to become immune, and I think they're now going to try and figure a way out of keeping a virus going. So I think it's going to be a case of she's going to find out that people are going to start becoming immune to this, and then they'll start breaking away, and then they'll put another virus out there to regain control. But it's so fucking slow, I'll be honest with you. I'm waiting for the fucking YouTube short of the entire series, which will probably tell me more and be more entertaining. I kind of like it, and I kind of hate it all at the same time. I
think you kind of like it because it reminds you of breaking. There's member berries there, and he is putting his time as the X-Files into this, so there is some X-Files-ness about it. But it's predictable. It's kind of predictable. It's like you knew when she found out. Like I mean, my next prediction is the Spanish-speaking geezer that she told to go fuck himself in Spanish is now going to turn up and he's going to be the male version of her, right? And then together they're going to have this major argument that's going to send them into a tizzy. I'm just predicting that because she gets back on the phone and tells him to go fuck himself. At which point he's going to realise that she is not some plant because they just wouldn't do that. But it's just these moments where you just know what's coming. And I don't like TV series like that anymore. You know, most TV series, if it's predictable. The minute they make that line, Air Force One, you know, oh, she's going to ask for a nuke. And then she has that entirely predictable conversation. And yet you see all these people going, oh, it's the best thing ever. Oh, it's so clever. It's like... What am I missing? It's not that clever yet. It's not done anything groundbreaking. It's just spending a lot. It's like Breaking Bad with a higher budget meets X-Files, and they had a secret love child that isn't quite as good. And the pace that it's running at, we an entire fucking episode they even called it The Grenade. Or Hand Grenade, I think that was the name of the episode. The entire fucking episode told us if she asked for a nuke, they would give her one.
That's the other thing. Why do they feel compelled to obey what she wants?
Well, that's a good question.
She's like, eh.
Another thing is, I think at some point we're going to get a talking weird CGI baby. Because, you know, if they can control or babies are immune. You know, what's it?
That's a good question. Are people, given the way it is, are people still fucking?
I
think they're dying.
Well, I'm compelled to watch it because I have questions, Gareth, and your theory kind of like went, oh god damn it, now I've got to watch more of it, because I was kind of like, after 2 episodes going, oh, it's a bit predictable, where's this going, how are they going to get 2 seasons out? But then you sent me this theory and you went, and I thought about it, I'm like, he's not fucking wrong actually. When you've had these theories before, I could say there's an argument against it, but actually this all makes a lot of sense. But I don't know if she can carry 2 seasons of this on her own at this pace. And right now, I am not seeing what everybody else seems to be going on about. Oh, it's amazing. I think everybody wants it to be amazing because Better Call Saul was so amazing. The only thing I will say is that Better Call Saul took a few episodes to get going. Right? That, you know, Vince Gilligan has been known for slow movers. But I'm waiting for something to happen. And setting off a hand grenade, well, that was entirely fucking predictable when she dropped that off. And I knew it. The minute she dropped it off, she's like, she's going to get angry. She's going to set off the fucking hand grenade, realise it's a real hand grenade. She's then going to have a conversation with one of them. I thought it was going to be Pirate Lady. And she's going to ask for a nuke. Well, I was mostly right, except she asked for an atom bomb. No one fucking says that. And the other thing is, they believe so much in this. You know the book that it is available on Amazon. as a book. So they've written this fucking book, you know, that they are now selling. And I was like, it's not there yet. It's not, you know, it's not there yet. But because it's got Vince Gilligan on it, oh, this is the best thing. And everybody's going, oh, it's so clever. Oh, it's the most clever series of 2025. Am I missing something, Gareth? What's particularly clever so far?
All right, so if you look at this as a reverse zombie movie, it becomes clever. I'm trying. I'm just. It's. I should have watched Tulsa King. I regret not watching Tulsa King. I had a choice: Tulsa King or Pluribus. But I wanted to put my theory across.
Okay. Well, I'm Samuel L. Jackson. You Samuel L. Jackson, and he is motherfucking Samuel L. Jackson. They're making a spin-off of Tulsa King with Samuel L. Jackson. I might want to watch that now. Because the only thing I would say is, I swear to God, you know what I mean when you watch the episode. I swear to God that they didn't put him in. He didn't go into the costume department. He just wore the clothes that he turned up in because he's wearing that fucking hat. And you know what I mean? The hat that he... Well, no, not the Kangol hat. He's got the other one that he wears. The little... And I've seen him in like so many things with that fucking hat and interviews with that hat. I swear to God they didn't even bother putting him into a uniform. But I like his inclusion in it. But there's got a lot to happen in season... The final. We will see. But Tulsa King was particularly good this week. Although last week's episode with the explosion, that was pretty... I didn't actually see it going that way.
Squeaky fucking bum time with that. I was like, oh my God, are they going to kill someone off? And it's like, are they going to... Because it's like kind of... They had a good swathe of people to kill. But yeah, it was... Yeah, it's... I have to watch the next episode. I want to know what the next... And now it's... trust me, of all the ones I had to fucking miss, it was the one with Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, right from the offset. Right from the beginning. And I kind of enjoyed it. I will say that. I did enjoy it this week. I've enjoyed season 3 so far. But I did enjoy it this week. I wonder what will happen in the season final, but we will see. Do you want to talk about you're looking for Pat Mart in all the wrong places?
Oh, what? The episode of Deep Space Nine where everyone seems to get laid, or the chance to get laid, apart from Julian Bashir. So it starts off, and Kira and O'Brien, because for some reason, no, not for some reason, they wrote it into the script that Kira was pregnant, but because they couldn't figure out who she was pregnant by storyline wise, because the actress was pregnant in real life, they said, oh, she can be carrying Kay Cole and O'Brien's baby. And Quark and what's his mush? Julian are outside listening to the argument going on because he thinks it's O'Brien and his missus, but it's not. It's O'Brien and Kira. Anyway, that's happening there, and then Worf is sitting with Dax in the what they fucking Quark's bar is called.
Quark's bar, I think.
Okay,
I don't think there is there.
Quark's bar, yeah, and some Klingon bird comes in, nice pair of knockers, yeah, comes in and Worf's like, fuck me. He's next to Dax, goes, whoa, that's doing something to me. I'm just going to become a bit of a stalker and follow her around the station for the next couple of days.
Yep.
Turns out that this bird that Klingon, that Worf's got the fucking things, the hots for, yeah, is what do you call it? Is Quark's ex-wife from a previous episode, if I remember correctly. I'm sure that's one of the ones I watched and I kind of jumped ahead. And Quark has decided, you know what? I think I want to fuck her. That is literally the premise of Quark's thing. I'm gonna gonna have my fucking way with that. So he asks Worf for advice, yeah, and Worf's giving it like an idiot's giving her the advice, yeah, and he's playing like the Cyrano de Bergerac kind of character, yeah. He's whispering stuff in the ear. He's got this weird thing, yeah. So that's happening, and while that's happening, yeah, Kira and O'Brien. This is the weird. It's the episode all about sex, yeah. Kira and O'Brien are like. She's like massaging her and everything. She goes, "This is fucking great like that." Because I could do with a week away in Ireland like that. I've just been thinking about it for ages. And goes, "That'd be nice. I'd love to go away for a week in Ireland." And then it's like, "Oh, hang on a second. There's some odd undertones here. Let's forget this, yeah." And it's like you've got Kira and O'Brien, yeah, and it's like they are so close to fucking. It's unbelievable, yeah, and they both know it. Yeah, but they're like, hang on, I'm married and you're carrying my baby and this relationship is as awkward as it is. O'Brien's wife's not... And it's like all of a sudden they're really awkward with each other. And Keiko is like kind of... Sorry, I don't call her Keiko, I call her Keiko. Yeah. Keiko's like, no, there's something wrong with you two. Have you been arguing? They go, no. And they're like sheepish, like they've done something but they haven't done anything, yeah? Poor Julian's like watching everything going on from the fucking background and whatnot. So Worf... It's like setting up Quark for this thing, and it, as with every Klingon tradition, yeah, it involves a bat'leth fight, yeah? You lose at ping pong, you've insulted my honour, time for a bat'leth fight, yeah? You spilt my pint, bat'leth fight, yeah? You peed on my shoes, bat'leth, yeah? You've parked in my spot, bat'leth fight. That's how they do everything, yeah? So he's gone there, he's giving all this romantic stuff, blah, 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 and Quark is, like, being remote-controlled by Worf so he can fight this other Klingon and win the hand of Fair Lady, which I thought was great. So he's sitting there doing it, and Dax is helping him out, yeah? And he helps him out, and he breaks the interface. Yeah. But Quark, being Quark, can bullshit his way out of anything, and he demonstrates this brilliantly as he's like kind of no, hang on a second, we've got Ferengi right of something, but it does less arms, yeah? So they're fixing that. Quark has managed to stay alive, which is fucking brilliant. But Worf fixes the thing, yeah? And he beats the Klingon, spares his life, and Quark and Thingy fuck, yeah? And while that's happening, Dax turns round and says to him, "Maybe you're looking in the wrong place, you dickhead. Maybe there's someone here who might like to shag you." And he's like, "Really?" So it ends up in the fucking sick bay. Quark is in there and he's got like bruised ribs, his face is scratched up, and it's like kind of, it goes, Julian's like kind of, "What have you been doing?" And the Quark almost turns around and goes, no, who have I been doing? He almost says, "Who have I been doing?" Yeah? And cuts to the Klingon bird, and she's got similar injuries on her face and whatnot, yeah? He's looking really happy with himself. Anyway, he's going, "Oh my God, they were shagging, weren't they?" And then Dax and Worf walk in, and they've got exactly the same fucking injuries. And he looks at them and goes, "Oh, you guys have been fucking." And then there's O'Brien and Kira, and it's like kind of, we almost fucked. What about you, Julian? Nothing. Fucking at home with my own hand. I found that really fucking entertaining.
It is quite a good episode.
I cannot think of another episode of Star Trek ever like that. And I'm like, I forgot this. So it was new. I'd watched it. I know I'd watched it because I remember seeing the Klingon bird, and I remember seeing Quark dressed up as a little mini Klingon. Yeah? And I remember that. And I remember Dax and Worf getting together. But I couldn't remember anything else. And I watched the whole thing, and I forgot the whole Kira O'Brien subplot, which I thought was great. It was like kind of, Kira's like kind of, you know what, I'm going to get away. There's this lovely cottage, and I'm going to go there all by myself. And then Keiko insists that O'Brien goes with her. And then Kira describes the place. It goes, "Look, you're not going to want to hear this, but..." And he's like, "All right." It's like the most romantic place. on the entire fucking planet. You can see this river, the valleys, everything is just, and then the light at the night and everything. It's just so fucking romantic. And he's like, if I go with you, we will fuck. Unsaid. No. Discovery couldn't keep the fucking gob shut. But in Deep Space Nine, it's like, what are we going to do? And then it's really nice because they look at each other and they both say pretty much, in another lifetime, this would have worked. And then they leave it there, which is really fucking mature. And I love that. That was quite a good bit. But it was the episode where Julian Bashir gets no sex. That should have been that's what should have been the episode label. I think Cisco was in it for like a second, so it doesn't count there. And we all know he's banging Cassidy Yates. So he's getting some.
Yep.
Okay. But Odo, well, he's got a dick now, so he can get some too.
Oh, you're that? Yeah, it was season 5, wasn't it? Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. No, I love that episode. But then that is one of the more common. The ending where they're all in the bloody sick bay is funny. It is funny, and I forgot that is the one where Dax and Wolf get together. Yeah, yeah.
But I remember them getting together, but I just can't remember. I just can't remember the Kira O'Brien plot. That made me laugh so hard. That really did.
Yep. Unfortunately, I remember it. Unfortunately, I remember it. No, it was good though. So, shall we put a bow on this? And come back next week with more news, more Briss. Maybe nice. We might actually get somewhere next week. I'm
hoping that we'll get somewhere. I'm hoping they'll introduce the other character and maybe he's a geneticist. It's not going to happen.
We've got to get something next week.
You're going to get it. It's the last episode. You're going to get something happening. I'm going to put money on that now. It's going to be a nice, easy win there.
Well, it's season 2. It's already greenlit season 2. So there's 2 seasons of this, but we will see. Yeah. All right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for, being a part of it. And yeah, see you next week.
We'll see you next week. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.